Welcome back to Palia, guys. Today we've got some exciting news about updates that are going to be coming to Palia in the future. So diving into the first thing talked about in the dev blog is actually decoration interactivity, aka they speak on sitting, laying down, and generally interactable furniture. They mention here that players obviously have been asking for this time and time again at a large scale, and they mention that decoration interactivity has been on our wish list as developers for a long time, and we are finally jumping in head first. The ones that are currently going to be actively working on are sitting on furniture, laying down on furniture, turning lights on or off, opening and closing cabinets and drawers, and even turning water on or off. Yes, dude, I'm very excited here for furniture that is actually actionable. We have been trying and stating for a long time, ever since Palia was even in alpha testing, to have this feature into the game. So I'm really excited to see it actually make its way through. Obviously, we don't know exactly what update that this is going to be dropping in, but the developers actually did mention that until then, in the upcoming patch, we're going to be getting the /sit emote and the /kneel emote, which essentially will do that in the game. You'll be able to /sit, your character will be able to sit on whatever you do that on, and the same thing goes for kneel. Now, it's not as good as a /dance emote. Come on, developers. Now, the next thing they mentioned in the dev post that they're also actively working on, and that is improvements to the crafting workbench. It says there have been a lot of requests for the menu and interface improvements for the crafting workbench. It says the robust workbench filtering and crafting in stacks is currently in development, and we aim to have this out in the next 2 months. It says live issues could delay the release, but these features are currently a priority. And the issue here that a lot of players are talking about or complaining about is actually due to the expansive list of blueprints that you unlock from actively crafting blueprints you have not crafted before. As you guys know, when you go to your crafting bench, if you craft something, well, then you get to pick something else to learn that recipe for, and then you can go on and craft that, and then so on and so forth. Well, eventually it does expand your list, quite far, and it takes a while to find a specific item that you were looking for, so hopefully them officially going back to the drawing board, changing up the UI here, maybe adding in some searchability will make it a lot easier for us players. Now, the next hot topic addressed by the dev blog post is officially the request system. They state here that the request system was intended to be a quick and easy way of helping out other players in your area or that you have established a social connection with. However, though, they said our current assessment of this iteration on the system is not living up to its potential, so we are making the following set of changes over the next several patches. As for the list of changes, the first one is allowing request fulfillment from storage anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be in your inventory. Secondly, we got increasing the clarity on the request cooldown, so you guys will know exactly how long your cooldown is according to what you have requested. The third one is reducing the cooldown sharply, so obviously it's not going to take you as long to wait before you can do another request. We've got adding the ability to request star quality items, because currently you can't request star quality items, and even if somebody does donate a star quality item to you, it will not gift that star quality, and it'll be gifted at a regular quality. And then last but not least, it says, and very likely more to come. And I think every one of these changes are really good for the request system, purely because Palia is a community-based game, right? So naturally, you're going to be socially interacting with a ton of other players inside of on your friends list or just simply in your community. So giving the ability to help out those players even more by gifting items and requesting items that you specifically need will obviously aid in that social and community interaction. Additionally, here, I love the idea that they're reducing the cooldown, because there's been a ton of times where me and friends are in, a pinch. We already requested a specific item, we're on a cooldown, but we just needed one more smoke bomb to catch some sort of, epic rare bug. So absolutely going to come in clutch here. Hopefully the cooldowns are just enough. Next up, we have the character customization. The developers have mentioned here that character customization is also getting some love. Beards will officially be coming, and for those who have been asking for a lighter skin tone, they are also working on those as well. They state the lighter skin tones have been a very popular request and are very much on our short list. However, they have actually been blocked for some time due to lighting concerns. Specifically, lighter skin tones appear blown out by our current lighting in the game at various times of the day. Luckily, we have an experienced lighting artist looking into not just enabling these lighter skin tones, but also a variety of lighting improvements across the play experience that will be coming in over time. time. Again, another W here for the developers by actively listening to the community and providing additional customization so players can truly uniquely be themselves. Now, another topic they addressed is the gardening and the ability to destroy crop plots to rearrange soil plots. They state that, well, another quality of life feature currently in development is the ability to destroy your crops so you can rearrange your plots right away. We'll be sure to share all the details on how this works in the patch notes when it releases. However, we currently do not have a hard date attached, but it is in the works. And in addition to the gardening, they also talked about expanding the temple quest. They go on to say here that you'll be happy to know that we are continuing to add on to the story as we update the game. We hope that you have enjoyed what you have seen so far, and we're excited to give you more. And they're specifically talking about the Night Sky Temple here. There's some areas in the Night Sky Temple, if you've gotten that far, that are still unaccessible, some doors and stuff that you can see, and they're expecting to actually expand on the story and include those areas. Again, if you haven't gotten here yet, don't struggle, don't worry, or don't rush. Take your time getting there, but the developers did state that they will be dropping more content in the future exploring these areas. And the last big thing they mention here in the dev post is what exactly do they have on the horizon. First up, we have the proximity text chat. Secondly, we've got maintaining chat history across the map transfers. That one's actually officially dropping tomorrow. Third, we have the deeper permission controls for friends on your housing plot. Again, something a lot of players have been asking about. The community progression activities and more. We have updates to the flow tree availability, and last but not least, more things to do in multiplayer. And that's going to wrap up our dev blog post update that we can expect here in the near future for Palia. Hopefully this video does help you guys out, breaking it down, keeping you guys all up to date on what is going on in the world of Palia. I am very excited not only for all these future updates and stuff that mentioned in this dev blog post, but I'm very excited for the update that we will see tomorrow officially dropping. You guys know I'll be going live here on the channel at 8 p.m. CST, so hopefully I can see you guys here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Palia related. And with that being said, as always, guys, I'll see ya on the next one.